Good evening and welcome back to MegaFactory Titan. Let's pick up where we left off, trying to figure out how to build ourselves a bus. Can we change this up a little bit here? So I need to look at building myself an actual proper manufactory. I won't mind getting rid of these here and then start building, because we can go up here and get rid of all this essentially. Although sandstone, I'm pretty sure the sandstone, you dig down and you make holes, and I'm not sure how to fill the holes up. I can't remember. Because I'm thinking if we were to move this guy over, like that or something for the minute, but go away, and then I pause the game for a moment. If we grab this and put this down here, so 1, 2, 3. Let me move that 1, 2, 3 to there, delete that and put in that there. I need to click on the heavy duty truck to get rid of it. But so you are feeding both, and we got iron, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then we do this here. So let's grab this guy, thank you, and put him there at the bottom of that one. We start a new tier. I then want to have an underground storage. Oh! I pushed the wrong button. I pushed C. C is the next unavailable vehicle. I didn't want that. I wanted Q. Middle click. No. I don't know what the pipette tool is. Okay, we'll just grab an underground warehouse. It's fine. And that's going to go there. This underground warehouse is going to be filtered to being copper. Oop. So you connect to there, you connect to there. Little over the toppy things. I'm going to grab the heavy duty truck. I'm going to go, hey, would you pick up from there and would you dump off in there? Go. Okay, we'll get rid of these here because these are no longer required. I probably want to put in a over the top here somewhere. Although this wants to change up, actually. This wants to be moved kind of elsewhere. I don't want to put it down here because that's going to heat this. So we need to keep this end cool. So there you go. Look at that. It picked up the whole shebang in one go. The whole lot. It picked up 50 in one go. Boom. What's this? Nothing in pick up spot. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll remove this and this and this and this and this and this. Okay. Now This is the start of a nice layout, but this is incorrect, this next bit, because we've got the storages and now I'm leading to a single point. But copper, for instance, we want copper to go to wire as well as going to pipes, although piping can be made with other stuff as well. It can be titanium, aluminium, steel, all that sort of stuff, but I'm making it out of copper. We're making copper pipes, so I want to have copper go to multiple places. Now, the only real way you can do that is with not a bus type conveyor belt system, because that's not correct in the way that I want to do it. So what I need to do is have this come out and join like a belt that goes up and down, and that feeds into machines that require whatever this is, but it needs to have a loop, because items down here may be used for machines at the top and vice versa. So yeah, I mean, right now we've got magnets, which is fine, and then we can make wire via this machine here, so I could put the wire here. That's fine. We could do that. I have realised I put that in the wrong place. How could I? And we could feed that, but then the copper also needs, as I said, to come to this manufacturer, which I'm probably going to replace with a smaller one. There. And I'm probably going to replace it with a smaller one simply because it's actually the large ones are bigger than the underground storages. So it's doable, but yeah. So we need to have a belt that goes up and a belt that comes down. We need dual belts. Dual belts. I also want to stop you guys for a moment because I need you to don't want to delete. I don't want to do that. I want to delete area. I want to delete like that. Thank you. Boom. Okay. Maglev 2 is blocked. Oh no, it's fine. All right. All right. Off you go. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Because we're going to remove you like that. Boom. And then you are going to go probably further along. Delete you. Move you up as well. Figure that out in a minute. So let's move these over. Remove that, remove that, remove that, that, and that. And then what I want to have here is a belt that goes up and down. You can return to storage for a moment. So the belt that goes down, and the belt that goes up, and then that will go into extruders or other bits and pieces that are required for it. So, yep. I also want a belt that comes up here realistically and plugs into these so that we can take stuff from this mess that we've got down here and plug it into the system and it can go to its own storages. So let's pre-empty that. Let's go preemptive that, sorry. Let's go and move this all over to well, it did become one belt. Awesome. Boom, like that. And I actually want to change this up slightly. So let's move you up. Yep. Okay. Yep, I want to move this belt as well up. And there is a reason for that. Don't worry. I'm not just going mad. I'm not trying to do weird things. That means I want to move this one up. Whoa, cancel, wrong button. Move that one up. Delete this and this. I could have just moved the belts. That would have also worked, but okay. And the reason I want to do that is so that I can have a conveyor belt go up here. So I want to move you again so you can go over there somewhere. When a belt goes up here, and I want it to go into these, and I'd like it to go into them at every sort of correct point, if that makes sense. So if we had a conveyor belt that went up this way, like this, and at the end did that, and then here it did that. So it's got inputs for each belt and it goes over the top of them. So that's fine. And that leaves enough space as well. The trucks can still drive up. We can put in between, can't do in between here, but we can do in between these two. That, but also trucks can still drive up and down in between there. And it conforms. It looks cleaner. At least in my opinion, it looks cleaner. So yeah. Okay. And then we've got another one down here. Yes, got another one down here. So let's move this to here. 1, 2, 3, like that. You, however, go directly to a manufacturer. You don't actually go into a smelter. Although there is a smelter there, which is producing concrete. Oh, you're producing mineral wood. Okay. Can mineral be made from anything else? Silica, reprocessed slag. Okay, so we could use reprocessed slag for that one. So right, let's move this one to here. Boom. I'm going to move the power line once again. Let's move the power line to be there. That's fine. Okay. Let's move the storage to be there. Let me delete this bit here because what we want to do here is I want to come out, up and along. And you want to come down by 2 and join that one. And this is the slag one. So this is where we're going to end up with the waste in the end. You will feed into there. You will feed into there. You will go up and over both of those. And you will come out and into there like that. There we go. Boom. Nice. Okay. You've still got no input, so that's why you're complaining. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and that's concrete being made there, and then concrete was being made into building frames. Now I notice we have no concrete, so that means this wasn't running fast enough. So yeah, might look into getting some larger smelters at some point. Not large, but mega, the mega stuff. So like this is a mega factory. So maybe the mega factories are the better thing to do. I don't think there is a mega storage. So the mega factories are 5x5, so they would still fit in here. We could still make them work in here. So yeah, one could fit in there. That would be a 4x4. Yeah, I think if I remember rightly from previous playthroughs, although stuff has changed since then, the mini smelters are kind of pointless. The standard smelters are the standard thing. The large smelters aren't as good as you don't save enough compared to the mini smelters, but the mega stuff is good. MegaFactory Titan, so it makes sense. So yeah. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be putting a cut in there because I've faffed around for 45 minutes doing this, trying to get everything laid out how I want to do that, and it's bare bones at the moment, but hopefully you can see what I'm trying to achieve here. So I have storages which will store whatever resources the smelter wants. So this wants 3 different resources, this can store 3 different resources, and I balanced it so that it will only take 100 of each. It then feeds to the smelter. The smelter obviously feeds to a storage here, and then this storage will feed to a factory over here, a mega factory, like this one, for instance. So I need to go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Boom. And the spacing. So we can get larger storages. If I go to info links, storages, supply depot, we can get a supply depot. So we can use filters to set goods, so it's 5x5. So there's a 5x5 which stores 500 items. So we can get a 5x5 storage, which can go here. We can get a mega smelter, which can go here, 5x5. 5x5 storage here. Mega factory, 5x5 storage here. So I'm going to go down the mega factory, mega smelter route. There are no mega forges and there are no mega extruders. There's just large ones, so I don't know what we're going to do with those. Might just stay with the 3x3s, we'll figure it out. It's going to be a semi-waste because a lot of the like smelters and things can do 2 things at once. But because it can do 2 recipes at once, I wonder if it can do 2 of the same recipe. I wonder if it can do iron, like magnetite iron and pyrite iron at the same time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. These can actually have 2 recipes in them at once. So this one's doing piping, for instance. We could have it doing something else as well, and it could be doing 2 things at once. So yeah, we'll have to figure that one out. The problem falls down here. This requires basalt, and this requires basalt. So it kind of falls apart a little bit at the end here, because I'm going to have I could switch this over to sandstone, I suppose, and have sandstone here as well. And then you can do this. So, but this there, we're going to have a factory here, going on here. So, yeah. The spacing I've done, I said, because the 5x5, and in between we can run the dumps out this side in here, or they can go this way. This one will be blank, and then these 2 will feed to a line in the center for all its waste stuff come out there. And it's spaced in a way so that the center, where you have to put these guys to get your workers, can sit in the center. This center line should technically be free of everything all the way down. So boom, boom, so all the way down that way, all the way down. We just need to expand out left and right, which might be a bit of a problem here, especially because of hydrocarbon lakes. I don't know if you can fill the lakes in. I cannot remember. I feel like you possibly can, but I don't exactly know. So I have a loop here, and then the idea will be that basically I'm just going to take these guys and I'm going to dump them to the loop like this, and then you'll do the same here. We'll just take you and we'll in fact, what I'll do is I think I'll move you over. Then we'll take you and you can be dumped into here, like this, bump, like that. And I want to copy this loop and I want to paste the loop here, but I can't do that. There is a copy duplicate group mode, so I can do this, boop, but I can't paste it there because there's belts there, so it won't let me do that, which is it kind of sucks, which is a shame. So we'll have to rebuild the belt here. That'd be fine. because we want these guys to empty out on their own belt up to go into these or into these as and when they need to. I don't think they have any ores or anything like that at all. So, but yeah. So I need to empty those out into there as well to get more resources going, and that's fine. We can do that. But the idea would be that obviously these come out here and they can feed here. This feeds into here, and it can go up to this point and then come back down the line and go wherever it wants to go to. And it's kind of the smoothest I could do. So if it comes up the line, wants to go in here, it'll come up. It'll go 45 degrees there, 45 degrees there, 45 degrees there. It's in. It's nice. If it has to go down, it will obviously stop dead and then start again. So not much I can do about that. That's fine. That's fine. So like this one, for instance, we can just literally run the belt across to there. That's fine. The 90 degrees is a bad thing. We've got one over here, which is basalt. So that one's going to be awkward. I'm probably going to put it over like here, which means the basalt, you are going to have to bring this over from basalt to there. So, but that should be okay. Shall I unpause this and find out if it works? Because I haven't tested it. Let's find out. Unpause. Go, 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 go. Do the thing. You are indeed turning 90 degrees to go down here, and you're blocking the line off. It's fine though, because they're active now because there's lots happening at once. But not everything will be happening all at once. It's only because we've added so many in at once to do the thing that it's now just blocking everything up. So, yeah. But this is fine. This is fine. This is because so basalt's going into here. Yep. Right, you can only store 300. You've sent all your garnerite out, which is fine. You have stopped working. I don't know why. You can't get to the garnerite. Oh, okay. Did we have a basalt miner? I don't think we did we? No. You are stuck. Can I move you? No. Let's put a road in and let you cross over. Okay. So what are you doing? Light transport truck. And you are delivering goods to here. No valid pickup spots. Okay. Right, well, you probably don't want to even exist anymore then. Probably. I'm not sure. You're sending more basalt out to there. That's fine. You filled up with 100. Well, you haven't filled up with 100 pyrite because there is no 100 pyrite, but you are. Well, you will have filled up with 100 pyrite soon. You filled up with 55 garnerite, which was coming from down there. You are chalcopyrite, which is in here, hundreds in there. That goes to this guy here, chalcopyrite, and then we'll go into here. But I need to put the exhausts in. So yeah, I need to do that. I also need to move these around, the power lines. Pause the game a moment here. So the problem is, if I move the power lines like this, so they are down there. Oh, you do still gain them. Oh, okay. But I think if I move it to that, yeah, no, it's got to be there in order to attach to that building there. So I've got to do that, and then this one would have to go down to there. And then these two reach those and that, because then that frees space in the centre. So the idea would be, in the centre, we'd have a line, which would go that way. And then you'd come out and join said line. And you'd come out and join said line like that. At the end of those lines will be the waste management situation, which I don't know where I'm going to put that at the moment. For the minute, I think what I'm literally going to do is I'm going to grab not the stash. Where is it? Is that you guys? You're underground. You're an underground warehouse, so we don't want you. Where are my wastes? So there's one. Didn't I have a second one? One there for the town, one there for the town. You need to have your stuff taken and dumped over to there. So that's what you're going to do. You are going to be no filters. And you're going to select his pickup point and select his drop off point. And because I'm not doing any automation with you, you can literally just be empty filters and you can just do a thing. And you should pick up everything and dump it in there. Okay. We are going to have carbon dioxide problems eventually, but the wastewater needs to go into this guy basically, so that's why I want to just dump that into there. So that should be fine. We could use a smaller storage for this here, but I think we'll be fine for the minute. I don't see the other waste guy. I'm sure I had 2 waste places, but I don't. We only have the 1 waste place, so I can build another one of these anyway. So let's put that just there for the moment. Then can I copy this? Can I duplicate? There we go. Boom, and put it there. Boom. Okay. One pause. There you go. And all the waste can come down. And there it goes. You don't have any waste? Nope. You don't have any waste, but that's fine. But I still want to set you up like it anyway, so it's there in case we need it. And there you go. They can burble away and create all the things they need to create and do all the things they need to do. And everything is awesome and wonderful, and there can be much rejoicing. Fantastic. Fantastic. These also, so you need concrete. You're the next tier after this. So we'd have to do another. So after these storages, there's going to have to be another double belt that goes up and down, like this one, a loop belt that goes down. I'm just going to make sure that this belt doesn't loop onto that one, so it doesn't create a loop. So this goes up and that comes down. Yes, it will have dead ends. That's fine. But it can't go back onto itself, because otherwise that would defeat the purpose of it. So, but then these ones, as I said, will output here and then go up and down, and then they'll go into factories, and the factories will produce whatever we need to produce. So, awesome, 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 awesome. So we shall leave this one here. We shall come back next time, and we shall carry on from there. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.